Three civilians allegedly abducted by French Cameroon government forces in Jakiri were later killed and their bodies dumped in Bamessing in County. Well, according to sources familiar with the incident, the killings took place last week. The bodies were left in Bamessing with guns placed beside them in what was presented as evidence that they were Amba State Army. However, residents of Bamessing said they could not identify the men. Two of the three victims have been identified. They are Abdul, Karimo, and Hassan, also known as Alaji. A source said the three men were abducted during a French Cameroon military operation in Zaramiyam, Jakiri, several weeks before their deaths. They were then allegedly transported from Jakiri to Bamessing, where they were shot dead. The guns were intentionally placed on their bodies after the killings to present them as armed fighters, the sources alleged. The source described all three men as civilians and not fighters. Well, according to sources, Karimo had been arrested twice before in connection with the ongoing war. He was allegedly made to pay 3 million francs CFA and 2 million CFA francs for his release on those occasions. The sources added that Karimo had recently returned from Dubai shortly after his final arrest. The exact circumstances surrounding the abductions and killings, including which military unit was involved and whether the men were armed at the time of abduction, could not be independently verified. Military authorities in Buyi and in counties had not responded to requests for comment at the time of publication. Human rights groups have repeatedly called for independent investigations into allegations of extrajudicial killings and the planting of evidence in southern Cameroon.